The views expressed on this program are the views of the individual broadcaster and by no means reflect the view of Wesleyan University or the WESU management. This program may contain material not suitable for children or sensitive listeners. If you are offended by profanity, please tune out now.
Tune out now!
If you have questions about the WESU indecency and obscenity policy, please contact our board of directors at 860-685-7703, or you can send an email to wesu@wesufm.org. You're listening to WESU FM Middletown 88.1. This is the late night format, sending an oral telegram to Carson Daly that reads, "Suck it, Daly, I'm going prime time." Hey everybody, hope you're having a lovely evening. I go by a.k.a. Slepack, and I'll be your host this evening and every alternate Monday night this season from 12:30 to 1:30 a.m. I'm very excited to be on the airwaves at this very reasonable hour after being on at 2 a.m. in the fall. If you haven't heard the show before, which you most likely haven't unless you suffer from insomnia, here's essentially how it's going to go down. The late night format is modeled off of a television talk show like Conan or The Late Show, but a little more podcasty, and it's on your radio, not on your TV. We've got a monologue plan, segments, interviews, and even imaginary musical guests. It's generally a good time, so I hope you stick around. And also, every week, I have a special guest co-host, an Andy to my Conan, if you will. This week, here's my friend and fellow radio host, Dr. Love.
Hi there, guys. Did you just hear me on Romancipation?
I hope they did.
Yeah.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Yeah, coming off of a big night on the radio.
You're going to have a solid hour and a half.
Hour and a half. It's a big deal. I think I'm up for it. It's a marathon. I'm used to only a half an hour of straight talking.
So we're putting you to the test today.
Right. Yeah.
Also, by the way, thanks for giving me a show.
You are totally welcome. Well, should I explain that one, or are you
I'll
going
explain.
to?
Dr. Love, in the other half of her double life, is WESU's program director. But like she said, she's better known for Romancipation, which airs before this from 12 to 12:30 on Mondays, and that's every week. We'll chat a little bit about that later, but for now, I'll fill you in on all the different ways you can listen, watch, yes, I do mean watch, and interact with the show. If you would like, you can listen to this show online at wesufm.org by clicking the archives, and you can watch a video version of the program at youtube.com/theCurliQtube. That's the word the, then curly with an I at the end, the letter Q, and then the word tube. Sorry, it's a mouthful. Uploading is kind of irregular, so if you want to know when the next episode goes up, you can follow me on Twitter at CurliQtube. The handle is just like the YouTube account, but without the. You should tweet me with the hashtag the late night format, and then we can be buddies on the internet, and it'll be a grand old time. How was that?
That was really nice.
Thank you.
And I think this is really groundbreaking. A filmed radio show, like
only copied from Ryan
crazy
Seacrest.
things. Filmed radio show, like what is? Does that even have a counterpart anywhere else, both sound and picture?
You are very flattering. All right.
Really groundbreaking, innovative.
You want to help me deliver some hard-hitting news right now?
Of course I do. Only hard-hitting news for me.
Sweet. So here's a quick sampling of some of the stuff that's happened in this crazy world since I've last been able to make fun of it on the radio. To the newsmobile. So, on January 23rd, an open petition was created on whitehouse.gov calling for the deportation of Justin Bieber. In a shocking turn of events, the petition received the necessary 100,000 signatures and is now required by law to be considered by Congress. Currently,
Wow.
The appeal now has over 2,500, I'm going to say this number wrong, 2,500,000 signatures.
Wow.
Which is a ton. It's insane. But you know what? I can't blame them. Since Bieber crossed the border and brought over the Canada bug, not only has our great country's pop culture been ravaged, but we suddenly have $100 bills that look like Monopoly money. Have you seen those ridiculous things?
They're completely awful. Honestly, I've seen them and it looks like someone did word art on old school Microsoft Word and just put it on the back of a bill.
And just added some transparency to make it look official.
Right.
We used to call them greenbacks for a reason. Take them back along with Bieber's visa, and after that, all we can do is sit and hope that this Canadian foolishness will stop.
That was a convoluted joke.
Yeah, but saying that Malia and Sasha wouldn't allow for Bieber's deportation was already taken. In other news, in late January, a story came out about a McDonald's in Pittsburgh slipping heroin into Happy Meals. Apparently, customers of the establishment's side business would use the foolproof code phrase, "I'd like to order a toy," in order to procure some drugs. The case was cracked when a 9-year-old who could not wait for a Lego Movie collectible cup was reported to be awake and incredibly thirsty for 37 consecutive hours. Don't worry, he's fine, and also completely made up. This past Wednesday, Clay Aiken officially announced that he's running for Congress in North Carolina. He will be on the Democratic ticket, looking to unseat second-term Representative Renee Elmers in the state's 2nd Congressional Unit. In advertising his campaign, Aiken has discussed his shifting career, his dedication to humanitarian work, and his struggles with CRD, chronic runner-up's disease.
Poor guy.
Yeah, it's really brave of him to put himself out there when he knows he's just going to get second place again. To all you who suffer from CRD, better known as crud, follow your dreams.
Shoot for the moon. Even though you'll miss, second place isn't bad.
That's
Although, second is the first to lose. As Abby Lee Miller always says.
So great. Congratulations on that.
You go, Clay Aiken. Everyone likes you except Abby Lee Miller.
Lastly, Greek yogurt brand Chobani's new Olympic advertising campaign, Naturally Powering Team USA, has commercials featuring U.S. Olympians like Lindsay Jacobellis, Rico Roman, and Zach Parise. I hope I said that right. Sorry, Zach, who's listening, obviously. Which boast that it's one thing to sponsor a team, but it's another thing to actually be in their fridge. Hilariously enough, the icebox in Sochi are lacking in the Chobani department by the hand of Russian customs, who have actually barred shipments of various dairy products since 2010, despite adequate paperwork. This issue is getting quite a lot of media coverage is being expanded to continue the debate over Russia's anti-gay litigation, which Chobani has now officially declared itself against.
Talk about a Cold War, am I right?
Nice pun, but really I just think that Russian customs are very intolerant towards lactose and are having trouble getting that yogurt through their system.
Ooh. Nice
Jokes.
punning.
Thank you. We've got an excellent show planned. HAIM will be protecting